Doesn't matter to me. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Oh, he's off with it. You said you were walking in 4 weeks ago to Boston.
I didn't go. Only because I didn't have it ready to go.
Hey, Ronan.
I mean, I could have, but I just
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna because of all the stuff going on, we're gonna wait a little to go live. So, yeah, give me a call in like. Yep. No problem. Okay, so we can stay on if we want. No problem. Yeah, go to mute. Yep. I'll tell you. Yep. Yep.
So will we do our talk to you, you go from Lebanon, and I'll do a little bit of North Allegheny. Then we go out to him?
Yeah. That's,
Okay, good. I don't think we have to go on too ungodly early. Like I said, I don't think many people are going to be watching. And not many people tune in 10 to 7, or 5 to 7 anyway.
How about all the
Denny,
people
I'm
watching
trying
it?
to see if we could go on the road. Can you do that?
Sure.
We did. That's
Good evening. I am Fiona Cowell, and I am Lizzie Hess.
I'd love to.
Jonah and I are both
That could be a big deal.
body co-secretaries. Thank you for joining us on this special invitation for our senior class.
Depending on who wins.
We want to thank the faculty and staff members, parents, and student leaders who have put together tonight's homecoming celebration. We are so grateful for your support of our school community. And now, the homecoming parade will begin.
Homecoming king and queen, if
We
you can
have
get
the
to that.
freshman class leading this class councils. Next is the sophomore class. And now, the junior class. And here is the 2024 senior class, including the Devsted. At this time, we would like to announce the class of 2024 homecoming court. Adam Ash, escorted by Audrey Coleman. JC Ellis and Maya Golden are both court members. Madison Flynn, escorted by Sava Stano. Sigmund Kukla, escorted by Sarah Ignor Body. Big Bang, escorted by Allegheny. Nate McDonough, escorted by Jacob Lehman. Stephanos Sergio, escorted by Simon Rothmeyer. Sutter Smith, escorted by Lily Anderson. Congratulations to all of our class of 2024 workmen. The Mount Lebanon High School class of 2024 homecoming queen is JC Ellis. And the Mount Lebanon High School class of 2024 homecoming king is Colin McVeigh. Congratulations to all of the members of the class of 2024 homecoming board. All of them will be introduced again at our homecoming dance next week. This now concludes our ceremony. Go Lebo!
Brilliant. Ronan, can you hear me? Not yet, though. Not yet. Not yet. We're waiting. We're waiting. 5 minutes. Good evening, everyone, and Denny. Wonderful to have you back. Great to have you back. Been worried about where you've been. There's been a lot of questions about where's Denny. Did he get hired by the Steelers broadcast team or the Pitt football broadcast team? Denny, what happened? Where you been?
I had a hip fracture and I had to get hip replacement surgery. It was a month ago on Monday. Quite a recovery period, but not 100%, but close to getting there.
Well, one of the all-time great recoveries, Denny. Can't believe you had that surgery and you're already back here in the booth with us broadcasting a game. Appreciate the effort and rehab that went in to get you back for this game. This is no easy task getting up these stairs and into this small booth, so appreciate the effort. Wonderful to have you back. We've certainly missed you at these games. Yeah, Denny, this is a very good North Allegheny team that rolls into Mount Lebanon Stadium, and you hit the nail on the head for the biggest challenge for this Blue Devil squad as they play the Tigers this evening is going to be battling the injuries several key players out. Most importantly, Connor Young, the Navy recruit, and Beckham D, the Air Force recruit, are both out. Beckham may be out for the entire season with a torn labrum that was going to require surgery. Also out is another captain, co-captain Michael Malone, the senior quarterback, too. So those are 3 critical starters that are gone for the Blue Devils. Of course, no one's going to use that as an excuse tonight, but North Allegheny is not the type of program you want to be undermanned against. This is a very good NA team, one of the better teams they've had in several seasons. So give me a stiff test for our Blue Devils this evening.
Hey everyone, back here on this incredible fall night. It's a great time for football, pretty eventful here. Comes out behind me. I'm very excited for this game. Mount Lebanon plays Powerhouse NA. We will see if we can pull out this win. My keys to the game are young players stepping up, take chances, don't be stupid, that kind of thing. Mount Lebanon all behind me here, and block for your quarterback. Mike Malone is out this game. So we're definitely going to have to step up as a team. I think we have A.J. Patrick Smith splitting reps, but A.J. Highland will definitely see time this game, and we definitely need to ensure that he is protected. He's a junior of obviously Mount Lebanon High School, but obviously we need to see. So Mount Lebanon this game has 6 starters out. So we will see what we can do, but I genuinely just think that we all need to step up as a team. And if we do that, I think Mount Lebanon is going to be able to pull out the win to 24-21. And my 3 players to watch are Noah Shirelli, number 81, Ezra Heinreich, number 10, and Fred Lazota at number 4. That's your pregame report. Thank you, guys. Let's go, Lebo.
Love it, Ronan. Great job. Thank you for the update from the sideline. As always, that's Ronan Young, our sophomore sideline reporter. You remember his brother, Jack Young, outstanding wide receiver for the Blue Devils under head coach Mike Melnick, and a Michigan recruit and Michigan graduate. Denny, the captains, are heading out for the Blue Devils. One of the all-time great traditions that started under Chip D'Alessandro when Chip was running the Youth Football League is the honorary captains. We've been doing that for well over a decade. I think, Denny, you might have started that when you were head of the football boosters with raffling off the honorary captains. Again, one of the nice traditions. Mount Lebanon will be kicking from the north end zone into the south end zone. If you're watching on television, we're going to be moving left to right. When North Allegheny takes the ball, they'll be out of the south end zone. Kicking for the Blue Devils is McCauley, who's had a tremendous season, of course, been a kicker for several years. His dad, Doug, is the special teams coach, and he's been one of the bright spots from a special teams perspective this season. Yeah, and you mentioned Pat Smith going to get the nod at quarterback, the sophomore. We've seen great flashes of him, both on the offense and defensive side of the ball. He's been a very productive player. Really, I give him credit for the gateway win with his both defensive and offensive big plays. We're going to need several of those this evening, and also really zero margin for error for these Blue Devils. As always, a Coach Art Walker Jr. team is going to be very well coached, and they're not going to make many mistakes. That system runs very efficiently, like a well-oiled machine for the Tigers. So again, Coach Collodi has his work cut out for him with his Blue Devil team. looking forward to seeing what we do.
Coach's game also being carried by Channel 22, so we're going to have TV timeouts here as well.
Short kick.
Short kick by McCauley. He's taking it to 38-yard line. Huge kick. Let's see what that that's Leah Ferry on the return. Dominic Huff and Henry Lahoda on the stop from 11. Great field position for the 44-yard line.
I remember Coach Palco's first year with the Blue Devils 4 seasons ago. Did a pooch kick to start the game, and North Allegheny returned it for a touchdown. That was kind of reminiscent of that. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 42.
Logan Kushner, heck of a quarterback, senior, leads them out here. Having a great year. He's 50 of 81 for 800 yards. Has 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions on the season.
Blue Devils in their base. Slightly different defense we're seeing out of the Blue Devils right now. We're seeing 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 3 defensive backs. Ezra Heidenreich, co-captain. He's anchoring the safety. And, of course, filling in for Beckham D at middle linebacker is going to be Grayson Beck, a way too easy. Nothing fancy about that play. They ran it out to the left, hit the C gap, had it very well blocked out. They were able to get a helmet on Freddie Lasota, the outside linebacker, and once he hit to the outside, it was clear sailing for Alu. Very talented player in his own right. Several Division I offers, including I think Oregon State and San Diego State. Looks like the Tigers will go for the 2-point conversion, up already 6-0. Yeah, I can't think of his first name, Dan. Sorry. That's a tough start for the Blue Devils. North Allegheny made it look too easy, both on the first down play, their first play of the game from scrimmage, and then on the 2-point conversion. They just really wiped out the whole right side. Easy to walk in off the reverse. Going to have to tighten things up. The one thing I've been impressed with Coach Collodi so far this season has been the positioning of the players. I think in general this team has been in the right positions. Coach has done a great job getting players deployed and maximizing their talent, and using very simple sets to help make certain everyone knows where they need to be. And so that's been a hallmark so far of Coach's tenure here. I think very well prepared. And again, we're going to get every bit of that coaching and strategy to help this evening against a very, very formidable NA team. I was surprised earlier this season when NA played Central. I think many people thought that would be a much closer game than it was for a while, but eventually Central proved to be too much for NA in that game up at North Allegheny. Again, because this is being televised, there are TV timeouts, so there's going to be longer delays between changes of possessions and kickoffs as well. So you're going to have to listen to us a little bit longer. We just discovered we're having trouble with Denny Postufka's mic, so we're trying to fix that. And I'm going to actually hand my mic over to Denny, so Denny does the play-by-play, so you're not going to miss the play-by-play. So here's Denny taking my mic.
Hello, folks. Sorry about that. We're just now, they're working on my microphone, and we have been unable to hear ourselves in our own headsets. And thankfully, some of you viewers out there have texted to let us know that you couldn't hear me, and thus we have our engineer here working on the sound system as we speak. So right now, that's Peter Natero Jr. lining up to kick it off for North Allegheny. Nice deep kick. And that's going to go deep into the end zone for a touchback, and Mount Lebanon will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. As we had mentioned earlier, starting quarterback Michael Malone out tonight, so it's going to be the sophomore Patrick Smith, number 14, leading the Blue Devils on tonight. Last week we even saw a little bit of number 9, A.J. Highland, come in at quarterback. He is a junior, so we have Smith bringing him out onto the field right now. We have Ezra Heidenreich split wide to the right. Noah Shirelli wide left. Freddie Lasota in the backfield. Smith calling out the signals here. He's in shotgun. He's going to hand off. No, he'll fake to Lasota. Pass complete. And that's going to be number 82. That's Joe Malone, the sophomore, younger brother of Michael Malone. For a nice little gainer. He's going to get up across the 30-yard line for a first down. 1st and 10, Mount Lebanon at their own 33-yard line. And if you're just tuning in, as we were just mentioning, we have one bad microphone in the booth right now, so you're hearing just me, not Brian. As soon as we have things resolved, we'll let you know. But it is 1st and 10, Mount Lebanon at their own 33-yard line. Smith and Lasota in the backfield. Shirelli, wide right. We're going to have motion to Malone coming to the right side of the formation. Handoff. Lasota, not much running room. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10, Blue Devils. Receivers in the game for Mount Lebanon. Noah Shirelli, number 81. Number 10, Ezra Heidenreich. Number 12, Matt Wynn. We have number 16. That's Grayson Beck, sophomore, who's getting more playing time as the season has gone on, having a nice year, the sophomore.
All right, Denny, I think we got the mics figured out.
Okay,
yeah,
I hear you. Do you hear me?
I can hear you,
All
yeah.
right.
And I agree with Grayson Beck. He's come on really strong, but a nice, pleasant surprise this season.
Handoff, Lasota once again looking for a hole, nothing doing. North Allegheny, staunch defensive line, allowing no running room there. We're going to bring up a 3rd down. He may even lost a yard, 3rd down and 11.
If you're going to ask me one player the Blue Devils could not lose this season, it was Connor Young. I mean, really the tip of the spear on everything you're trying to do up front, offensively and defensively in 6A football. I mean, a beast of a player. That's why he's going to the Naval Academy on a scholarship. Outstanding player. He's down. This is a heavy lift for Lebo's offensive and defensive lines without their captain Connor Young playing.
3rd down, 11 ball at the 32-yard line. Smith's going to roll left, getting chased. He's going to turn it up. Oh, boy. Nice tackle on the play. That's going to be junior Liam Flaherty on the tackle. He is their leading tackler, and it's going to bring up a 4th down, and Ben McCauley in the punt unit is on for the Blue Devils.
I think one of the hallmarks of Coach Walker's NA teams over the years has been physicality and very, very good at the point of attack of getting players to the ball, wrapping and taking ball carriers down. You saw it there as well. Had one nice first down. Pat did a nice job on that first play.
McCauley, punt is away.
Nice punt.
And number 4, Kyron Boyd, their star receiver, lets it go out of bounds, but they're going to have great field position once again. North Allegheny 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, again, let's set the defense. Mount Lebanon using what looks to be a 4-4-3 as their base defense. So that's 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and 3 defensive backs. The linebackers include, of course, on the outside, Freddie Lasota, and we've had Marco Denny on the inside and Pat Smith on the outside. Now with that slot receiver, they're forcing the linebacker to go out. Kushner
under center, drops back. He has pressure coming. That was Fred Lasota. Gets away from it. Throws deep down the field. Has a wide open receiver. That's number 11. That is Coleman Kraft. And he's going to go 60 yards for a North Allegheny touchdown. There is a flag on the field, though.
Yeah, that was an obvious clip on Matt Wynn number 12. I don't know that the block was necessary by the NA player, but that was a clear clip when it happened, right about the 10-yard line.
Wow.
Denny, I did not see where he came. I saw the slot receiver on the left was covered by the linebacker. The outside receiver was also well covered. Did he come out of the backfield or did he come out of from the right side?
Right side, yeah.
Right side. That's just too easy. There was no one within 15 yards of him.
So credit him with 50 yards on the catch, as the penalty is going to bring it back to the 25-yard line. Still 1st and 10, North Allegheny at Lebo's 25. Kushner, as we said, one of the top quarterbacks in the WPIAL. He is also their leading rusher. He has 520 rushing yards on the season, averaging 9.1 a carry. So between throwing and running, he handles the ball in about 75% of their offensive plays.
Yeah, it seems like that's one of those players who feels like he's been there forever.
He certainly does.
We've been calling his name for a long time. Long time.
And that was Alu up the middle for a short gainer. And I was blanking earlier on his dad's name, Tyson Alu.
Right, there you go.
The nose tackle for the Steelers. As North Allegheny has several sons of Steelers and ex-Steelers. Hoke.
Lincoln Hoke, his dad, of course, the Chris Hoke, the longtime nose tackle, also for the Steelers.
James Harrison also.
Down, ball down.
Kushner fumbles the snap, picks it up, though, wide open in the end zone. Their star receiver, Kyron Boyd, and that will be a 25-yard touchdown.
Yeah, a tough play to defend. The quarterback mishandles the snap. I think that freezes the defense a little bit. Got caught looking in the backfield, and just can't let someone down there get that far behind you. Kushner, a very good quarterback, found the open receiver and made it look pretty easy, Denny, these first two series.
I'm telling you, except for Alu's 2-yard run, even though one was called back, all three other plays were touchdowns. On to kick the extra point, that is senior. They switched two kickers. That's the senior, number 32, Nick Van Winkle, and he knocks it home. 8:38 still remaining first quarter. North Allegheny 15, Mount Lebanon nothing.
One of the things Coach Kaladi said when he took over the program, when asked about transitioning from coaching at 3A to 6A, he very much focused on needing to be very physical at the point of attack and needing to control the lines of scrimmage. It's really tough, again, not making excuses, but when you're as banged up as the Blue Devils are, losing several of their key, most physical players, this is a really tough matchup. You're going to hope NA makes some mistakes and Mount Lebanon can take advantage of it. So far, no mistakes by NA. They look, as always, super well prepared, super ready. And Mount Lebanon needs to, flex a little more toughness here as well, because they've certainly helped NA make it look quite easy as well.
North Allegheny, of course, coached by Art Walker, who, football fans, his father, Art Walker Sr., longtime coach at Mount Lebanon with WPIAL titles. Well, Coach Walker is in his 19th year at North Allegheny, 6 WPIAL titles while he was there. His overall record, 236-69, quite a record.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think most people hold kind of Central Catholic to the gold standard of high-level Western PA football, but to me, really, NA has been the program. And Denny, both you and I know that this program has really, really struggled against NA over the years to get any type of wins against them, home or away. It's been a tough program to get them. Now, we got them in 2021, the state championship year. We got them in the regular season at home, and then in the playoffs as well. Now, that playoff game was a tighter game than I think I might have expected. Joey Daniels, the great All-State quarterback, was banged up in that game a little bit. Speaking of that game, Connor Young had a scoop and score when he was a sophomore as a defensive lineman in that game into the south end zone, which was a big turning point in that game, actually.
Okay, this time they're going to go to the junior kicker. This is number 95, Peter Natero, who's going to tee it up. And back deep for the Blue Devils is number 12, Matt Wynn.
Yeah, Matt Wynn, one of the fastest players on the team. Also back there on the second level is number 22, Nick Zundel. He's done a nice job returning kicks this season for the Blue Devils, too.
Jimmy Green back there as well. Low kick, but deep once again. He sends it about 7-8 yards deep into the end zone. Two good kickers for North Allegheny. They switch off the senior and junior, but both very strong legs. They were hitting 45 to 50 yards before the game without an issue as far as the length.
Wow, that's impressive. For those watching at home, you might not be able to notice, but the student section, the band, and many other people attending the game, including the coaching staff, are all wearing green and or yellow, or were in the pregame in honor of Mental Health Awareness Week. The football program is donating the 50-50 proceeds to Outreach Team and Family Services, a 501c3 organization in Mount Lebanon.
Smith is going to hand it off. Wow. Nowhere to go. Fred Lasota gets dumped in the backfield. Stop made by Daniel Sellers. Sellers, defensive end and tight end, he's going to Richmond to play next year.
Yeah, look, I mean, linebackers making tackles in the backfield is one thing, but D lineman unblocked is someone's missing an assignment there. I mean, he literally was unblocked on that play. So, nothing the co-captain, Freddie, who's had a great season at tailback, by the way, and tough as nails kid could do with that play.
Nothing he could do. Loss of 4. Second down 14. Ball on the 16-yard line. Smith's going to roll out to his right.
Nice job,
getting
Patrick.
chased as well. Joe Malone on the catch. He's going to get a short gainer. Knocking him out of bounds. Liam Flaherty. And let's see, they're going to mark it. Get about 2, maybe 3 on the play. Still waiting for them to spot the ball.
Yeah, nice job, Patrick, by avoiding the rusher. You saw his athleticism, his speed, and Joe Malone, that's 2 times in a row, or 2 series in a row they've connected on that play.
Flaherty, their leading tackler, that's his second here. With only halfway through the first quarter, not even halfway through the first quarter. We have 2 wide receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. We're going to bring Matt Wynn in motion over to the right side of the formation. Smith looks, throws, incomplete, intended for Wynn. Had 2 guys on him, double covered. It was overthrown. Probably best he was not going to get any yardage if he did make the catch.
Yeah, and they're staying in their base defense, which is a 4-3-4. So they're deploying 4 defensive backs. Just no one really open on that play. That's a 3 and out for the Blue Devils. They'll be punting. Ben McCauley, again, senior punter in. He's had a great season.
Coleman Kraft back to field. The kick whistles before the kick. See what the call is.
Could have been a legal procedure on Mount Lebanon or defensive offsides. I think it's going to be defensive offsides done.
Looks that way. That's the way they're looking to step it off.
Now this will be interesting. That's going to make it 4th and 2. You're at your 20, your own 28-yard line. You got to punt here.
You have to.
Coach does.
Running backs having a tough time getting to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Getting 2, that might be a tough task.
Low snap.
Kraft deep. Gets it away.
Nice pumping. Oh, bad bounce.
A favorable bounce for the Tigers, and for the 3rd time, they're going to start in excellent field position here. Going to put it at their own 47-yard line. That's a 25-yard punt. 1st and 10, North Allegheny on their own 47.
Yeah, Ben did a nice job of fielding. It was a low snap. We've had a good job of long snapping this season, but that one was low, and Ben was under some duress getting it off. Did a nice job of getting it off, but not a lot of distance on that punt.
3rd possession here for NA. Touchdowns on the first 2 possessions, of course. Flaherty, the linebacker, is now in at running back, giving Alualu a break.
Blitz.
Kushner, a lot of pressure, but he throws one deep, has a man. Boyd is out there.
Nice job.
Incomplete. Good coverage on the play. Is that Ezra Heidenreich?
No, that was done. Noah Schiraldi, I think, number 81.
All right, Noah.
The cornerback. Great coverage on that play. Coach Mark Ambino, the defensive coordinator for Coach Colodi, brought the blitz. 2 linebackers came, one from the inside, one from the outside, rushing Kushner a bit, and really nice coverage from Noah Schiraldi. one of the things with Patrick Smith, a great three-sport athlete from Mount Lebanon, playing quarterback, is he's really a great defender, but they're not going to have him an outside linebacker. So that's a multiplying loss for the Blue Devils.
Absolutely,
because side of the ball.
He's tough to replace there at that linebacker position. Kushner up the middle. Nice little run. Going to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. Cross midfield will bring up third down and about 6.
Yeah, nice tackle by Lucas Pavino. He's a junior for the Blue Devils. He'll be a two-way starter, 6 foot, 265 pounds. Lucas has had a nice season. He's over the guard playing defensive tackle in Mark Ambino's base 4-4-3 defense.
Tigers are going to deploy 2 wide receivers to both sides. Flaherty still in the backfield. Kushner fakes the handoff to Flaherty. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to roll right. Looks, pumps, keeps it. Going to throw. Complete! Oh, my. And they're going to go in for another North Allegheny touchdown. There is a flag on the field.
Yeah.
That was number 47, the Richmond commit, Daniel Sellers, but let's see what the flag is all about.
Yeah, it's going to be holding on Brady Meyer. Totally unnecessary block on number 12, Matt Wynn again, in the middle of the field. Held him and then, actually held him and took him to the ground. That was fairly obvious. Tough one not to miss for the ref, and they got it. There you see Kushner's savvy as a veteran quarterback. Avoided 3 rushers on the play, went all the way to the sideline, waited and found his receiver breaking open, threw a dime to him.
So this is going to come back to the 30. So they'll mark it off 10 back from the 20.
So Blue Devils doing a nice job in this series, though, bringing some pressure. They're blitzing a little bit more. Coach Gambino dialing up some blitzes. They flush Kushner out of the pocket.
Ball's on the 30, 1st and 10. Handoff. Flaherty going to take it to the left side, trying to turn the corner. He cuts it in instead. Coming up with the tackle looks like Ezra Heidenreich, and he had help there from Chris Kambitsis.
Yeah, Chris Kambitsis also coming on strong as a sophomore. Super physical player. He's done a nice job at the linebacker spot as well. Give Freddie Lesotho, number 4, outside linebacker, a nice job of fighting off the block, holding the edge. Did not make the tackle, but helped slow down that play as the defensive flow could come across and clean it up.
I know we're banged up tonight, but it's good to see some of these sophomores getting experience like that. Kambitsis, Joe Malone with 2 catches already on the night. Fake handoff, going to throw back. That's Alu. Takes it around to 10. He has 1 guy to beat. Will he get in? Yes. Touchdown, North Allegheny. That's Kushner to Tyree Alu for the 25-yard throw and catch. And NA in a commanding lead here. 21-0 pending the extra point with 5:40 remaining in the first quarter.
Give Coach Walker and his offensive staff a lot of credit. Super well-designed play there. They got Alu out in the flat just wide open. We've seen several plays where NA's been able to get people wide open. That's a function you're going to have to deal with when you've got that many young kids playing on defense.
Yep.
Not from lack of effort, but some hesitation on knowing where you're supposed to be. Again, I want to say at the beginning of this broadcast, I noted that I've been really impressed with how this team has been coached, Mount Lebanon's team. I think they've done a good job of getting people in the right places. This is tough with this many injuries, this many new kids in who've not really played Friday Night Light football or started in such a game. It's a big task, especially against a program like NA that is just always, repeatedly so well coached and so well prepared. It's tough.
Well, folks, Brian mentioned a few minutes earlier about the student section all decked out in green tonight, and that's in recognition of this week being Mental Health Awareness Week. Mount Lebanon football, along with band and cheerleaders, are supporting mental health awareness in hopes of drawing attention to the community resources aimed at suicide prevention. The varsity football team and the Touchdown Club will generously donate proceeds from tonight's 50-50 raffle to Outreach Teen and Family Services, Mount Lebanon's own nonprofit organization committed for over 50 years of supporting teenagers and their families who are dealing with mental health issues through various counseling and programming services.
The football team, band, and cheerleaders are grateful for your efforts in helping raise awareness of mental health issues. And that kickoff, once again by Peter Natero, goes into the end zone, his third touchback in a row, and Lebo will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, tough start at Denny for the Blue Devils. How's that for one of the all-time biggest understatements ever made? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for the Tigers, 2 drives for the Blue Devils. We've got 1 first down. This, look, if you're going to hang around in this game, and I think, that was the goal for Mount Lebanon, this is an important drive for the Blue Devils. Got to get something on this drive. Even just a couple first downs to help flip the field position wise would help. Pat Smith
Fake
back.
handoff. Smith looking. Oh, big sack coming in there is Ryan Rinaldo to make the play for the Tigers.
Yeah, slow developing play. It looks like they wanted to hit Noah Schiraldi deep. He was well covered. Their 2 receivers, they only ran 2 patterns out, so they were clearly trying to go long. Penalty on that play, number 4, Boyd, who's actually an all-state defensive back, I think is going to get flagged for taunting Denny.
Yeah, Kyron Boyd, he was actually the player of the year last year as a junior in WPIAL 6A. Now, this season he had a slow start. He was banged up with an ankle. He didn't play receiver until a few weeks ago. They were using him offensively, and he is greeted by Coach Art Walker coming off the field and getting an earful. So wasn't happy with Boyd on that play, but Boyd back at receiver the last few weeks, and he's had a couple great games here. In fact, last week he had a total of 233 yards receiving.
Wow. Yeah, no shortage of, it seems like every year, great athletes at skill positions for the Tigers of North Allegheny. But that's a big yardage pickup. Not an automatic first down, though, for the Blue Devils, so they're looking at 2nd down and 4.
3rd penalty on the night for North Allegheny. Lebo's going to motion both Becky and Malone to the right side of the formation, and it looks like North Allegheny might have jumped offside. Yes, that will be the call, so Lebo's going to pick up 5 on this and a first down.
Yep.
So only 2 first downs for the Blue Devils and 1 by penalty, but we'll take it at this point.
Yeah, again, Blue Devils had to reshuffle that offensive line quite a bit. In there now is big number 72, Cameron Petrie. He's at right tackle. He's a senior. He's playing next to Nick Pavino, the junior, who's at right guard. And at center, we've got Rocco Neidger.
Smith looks. Oh, he's going to go down.
Yeah.
Big sack. That's number 42, Mason Hartung. Wonder if he's any relation to Will Hartung, our linebacker from the last couple of years. But another sack all the way back to the 27-yard line.
Just setting the other side of that offensive line. That's the left side of the offensive line. Jackson Kramer, who was previously injured, is back in. That's big number 74. He's a sophomore. He's at tackle.
2nd down, 15. Lebo at their own 27. We go 2 wide left. 2 wings to the left, and they're going to both motion to the right, and that's Beck and Malone. Smith's going to keep. Flag on the play. Going to get knocked out by Alu, but let's see what the marker is.
Not much room there. They ran to the short side of the field. Well defended by North Allegheny. That's where you'd expect to see a holding call, Denny.
Yeah.
Also, we didn't mention number 58 playing left guard. That's Jeffrey Friedel, who is also a junior. So again, a lot of change on that O-line. Dealing with a lot of injuries up front too, as Ronan mentioned from the sideline. 6 Mount Lebanon starters out tonight with injuries. It's been tough sledding so far through this first quarter. 4:25 left, and the Blue Devils down 22-0.
Very interesting. They called that a false start. North Allegheny declined and somehow picked up 2 yards. The ball was on the 27. Now it's on the 29. Go figure, but we'll take 2 yards anyway we can get it tonight,
Sure.
I guess, even if it's the officials.
Blitz.
Fumble. Smith picks it
Nice
up,
job,
goes,
Patrick.
has some room, gets by Flaherty,
Oh, nice
breaks
job,
a couple
Patrick.
tackles out to the 40-yard line. So he's going to gain about 11 on the play, but it's still going to come up short of first down yard. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 2 on the play.
Just to be clear, all 11 of those yards were Patrick Smith's doing.
Yes.
I mean, you see his athleticism, his strength, his speed, his toughness. Did a really nice job of finding a way to get his shoulders squared upfield and making something out of nothing after a tough snap. Nice job by Patrick Smith on that. Again, you're talking about 4th and 4. You're down 22. You have a chance to get a good punt and switch the field position. I agree with this punting here. Good snap.
McCauley gets it away. Spiral. It'll be Boyd taking it to his own 25-yard line. Makes a couple nifty moves. Going to take it all the way to the other side of the field now. Still up, still going.
Good cover.
Oh, he's going to get knocked out of bounds, and Grayson Beck may get flagged with a late hit on this one. Oh, boy.
There's also going to be, I think, another flag. Could have been a late hit on Ben McCauley. That could have been Lincoln Hoke getting a late hit on Ben McCauley as well.
36 yards on the punt, 8 on the return, should it stand. And the officials are starting to sort it out now. They're talking to Coach Art Walker on the other side. One thing, I wish we had our officials mic'd up like a lot of the WPIAL stadiums do nowadays.
Yeah.
And NA is walking back, so it appears the penalty is against them. So we've got a personal foul. NA didn't designate what the foul was, but they're going to go back 15.
That's 3 personal fouls on NA on plays way away from the ball. Totally unnecessary. I'm sure Coach Walker is livid with that. Again, Lincoln Hoke, after the play, getting a hit on the punter. I mean, just totally not necessary.
Come on,
That's a big penalty.
Especially when you're up 22-0 already, and still the first quarter, and you're going to make bonehead mistakes like that. You're going to march it all the way back to the 18-yard line.
All right, so this is a time for Mount Lebanon's defense to stiffen up. Again, Coach Mark Ambino, the defensive coordinator, has got them in their base 4-4-3.
Low snap, picked up and handled. Up the middle, he's going to get maybe 3 or 4 yards. So the runner was, that's Flaherty back in it, running back for the Tigers.
North Allegheny pulling their interior offensive lineman. Boy, I've seen that play run by Coach Walker at NA for so long. They run that very well. Well defended by Mount Lebanon's interior linemen. Anchoring it there is Bavino and Kramer, 70 and 74. Nice job by the 2 big fellas inside. Joe Malone at right end had a great season at defensive end, the sophomore. Of course, his brother injured, quarterback, co-captain Michael Malone.
2nd down, 8. Boyd in motion. Kushner looks. Oh, screen to the right side, set up very nicely. That's going to be Flaherty, but Lebo, nice stop there. That's Fred Lasota going to keep him to a short game, but it looks like it will be enough for a North Allegheny first down.
Another name we want to call out is starting defensive end number 23. That's Quinton Garland. He's at both a tight end and a defensive end. He is a junior, and he's had a nice season coming in and playing as well.
1st and 10. NA at their own 30. Kushner calls out the signals. He'll hand off to Flaherty. Takes it around the right side. Got nice running room. Going to pick up 6 or 7 on the play. Looks like Fred Lasota was over there, along with Ezra Heidenreich.
Yeah, Denny. Ezra, I thought, boy, had a great first half against St. Clair last week. Of course,
yeah,
he had 3 early receptions, all for first downs against the rivals, the Panthers at Upper St. Clair last week, and also a critical interception that he returned about 50 yards against Upper St. Clair. Ezra, co-captain, having a great season at both safety and wide receiver.
Ball on the 37, 2nd down 3. Kushner looks like he's changing up the play. Alu.
Boy, hard runner.
He is. Going to bring it all the way out to about the 44-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7. First down, North Allegheny.
Usually nothing fancy about NA's running game. I mean, they like to run a lot of counters. They pull their linemen inside. Coach Walker likes to run between the tackles quite a bit. We may see a heavy dose of that as this game progresses.
Slot to the left, wide receiver right. Handoff. No, it's a keeper. Even faked me out. Kushner fakes, goes up the middle. Nice gain. He's going to get 8 on it, and Fred Lesotho on the stop for the Blue Devils.
Dominikoff also in it with a linebacker.
Give him 8 on the play. Ball down to the Lebo 49-yard line. Now in it, running back for North Allegheny is Nate Orlando. He's a sophomore. One minute remaining here, first quarter. Kushner's going to pitch.
Nice
That's Orlando.
D-line doing a very good job of holding at the point of attack. Nice job. I will say this, NA is finishing their blocks on the outside.
Grayson Beck in on the play there.
That's Noah Schiraldi.
That's not good.
Yeah, when we talk about finishing blocks, big number 51, Jack Yetko, I might be mispronouncing his name.
Yachenko,
sorry about that. Yeah, I know he's got some MAC offers possibly and Ivy League offers. He laid a block on Noah Schiraldi there. Noah was slow getting up. Hope he's okay. He's rubbing his right shoulder. Denny, I don't, over my years of watching high school football, I'd be hard-pressed to think of a team that plays a more physical brand of football than North Allegheny. I mean, just year in, year out, just very physical.
Big up front, always. Good offensive and defensive line. They're controlling it. Both sides here tonight thus far. Coming up, this will be the 7th play of the drive as we're nearing the end of the first quarter here. 2 wide to the left, wing back to the right. He'll come in motion. That's Aiden Buggy. Line up at a fullback spot now. Fake handoff. Throw deep. Complete. That's 47. That's Daniel Sellers taking a mob to bring him down. He'll go down in around the 15-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 35 on the play.
Yeah, ball was a little bit underthrown. Defensive player looked to be in pretty good position. Sometimes those underthrown balls are a little tougher to defend. First quarter winding down. We'll go to Ronan at the end of this quarter.
We'll see if they get a play off here. They will. 2 seconds left.
Down.
Complete. That's complete to Boyd. Caught it with a knee on the ground, so he will be down right there. And that is the end of the first quarter. A rough quarter if you're a Lebo fan. 22-0 North Allegheny. And we're going to send it down to the sideline now to Ronan Young.
All right, everyone, so that is the end of the first quarter there of Mount Lebanon versus NA. Not our best showing by any means here, but, some positives to that half is, we're starting to hold them here on this drive right here. I think our inside run defense is doing solid. I just think we need the offense to start going, but that first doesn't happen without the defense. So I think the defense needs to start covering their deep, and they need to start getting to the quarterback. Maybe shake him up a little bit. This quarterback has been on point, and to give some credit to him. But I think that if we can get him, maybe shake him up just a tiny little bit, then we could definitely, maybe take over this game. But I think in total that we just need to come out with an offense with a brighter spirit. But it all starts with stopping them on the defensive side first.
All right, thank you, Ronan, for that report. Again, that's Ronan Young, sophomore sideline reporter, doing a great job down there. Thanks for those insights, Ronan. For Blue Devil fans, look, end of the first quarter, down 22-0. Everyone needs to take a deep breath here. I think going into this game, knew it was going to be a tough game. You've got 3 captains out, 2 of your Division I recruits out for this game, and the important thing is, if you look at this schedule, Blue Devils coming in this game 4-2. The game they had to win, had to absolutely win, was the Seneca Valley game 2 weeks ago at Seneca Valley. They gutted out that game, found a way to win it. That's a huge win. Blue Devils are in position, if things go as they should, that they should secure a playoff spot. What's going to be an interesting game will be that Cannon Mac game to finish the season down at Cannon McMillan. That will be a huge game. That likely will decide who plays NA and who plays Central Catholic. But everyone deep breath. This is tough. Looks a little bit like 2 weeks ago against Central Catholic.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But Coach knows what he's doing, and I think everyone who's seen him with this program trusts him. And it's just, you still need the guys up front, and they're banged up. That's not a discredit or any type of a statement against the kids who are in there. They're just younger kids with not a lot of experience yet.
Right, in North Allegheny, if you look at the two sidelines, they have about twice as many players as we have altogether on the team. But rough go in the first quarter. Let's hope we can bounce back a little bit now. But Lebo fans, we want to extend a big thank you to Lebo grad and Blue Devil football alum Devin Lauer. Devin of Howard Hanna Real Estate. We would like to thank him for his generous sponsorship. And you can learn more about the power of Lauer by visiting him on Instagram at devin.lauer.realtor. Devin Lauer, your preferred Mount Lebanon football realtor.
Devin, on behalf of TD Club and the Blue Devil Club, thanks for your tremendous support of Mount Lebanon football. Super grateful. A lot of the things that happen with this football program on Friday nights couldn't happen without your generosity.
Also would like to thank our sponsor, Edgar Snyder & Associates, for their generous support of the Blue Devil football program. Edgar Snyder & Associates, local lawyers helping local people, serving the South Hills community for more than 40 years. Visit edgarsnyder.com to learn more.
Yeah, special thanks to Edgar Snyder's law firm as well for their support of Mount Lebanon athletics and particularly Blue Devil football.
And here we go to start off the second quarter. Ball at the 14-yard line. Kushner. Orlando takes the handoff.
Oh, nice tackle.
Nice tackle. He'll get a couple off the right side.
Yeah, met in the hole.
That's number 70. That is Lucas Bavino on the stop.
Nice job. Turnover on the play. Dom Huff, who we mentioned, the middle linebacker, number 7, junior, in on that stop as well. Denny, I got faked out. I actually thought the other running back had the ball on that play.
Well, Lebo will take over. Long way to go, but 1st and 10 on their own 4-yard line. And folks, as we had mentioned early in the game, this game is also being carried by WPNT Channel 22, The Point. So we know that we have lost a lot of viewers to the network broadcast. So if you stuck it in there and hung out with us, give me a text and we'll give you a shout out on our next time out. That text is 412-720-1358. Handoff up the middle, nothing doing. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Host of Tigers on the stop there. That was Jimmy Green on the carry, his first carry of the night for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Pat Smith took that snap out of shotgun 2 yards into the backfield. Jimmy Smith did a nice job of just getting back to the 2-yard line, which is a loss of 2 on the play. So we're looking at 2nd down and 12 from our 2-yard line. Tough spot for the sophomore, Pat Smith, who in my opinion has looked really good at quarterback so far.
Yeah, he has. Let's hope we can get out of the hole here and get a couple first downs and get in more comfortable room here. Smith's going to drop back, pumps, looks, he's going to throw right. Incomplete. Intended for Joe Malone, but boy, he was close to running out of the back of the end zone. Glad he got rid of it when he did.
Yeah, I did not see many people open. Joe Malone was heading out into the right flank. Pretty well covered there. Pat did a nice job of just getting rid of the ball. Number 72, Cameron Pitchery, comes out. Could not tell if that was an equipment issue or not. Hopefully he's not hurt. One of the starting offensive linemen for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils are thin on that O-line. Cannot afford many injuries there.
3rd and 12. Smith's going to keep it right up the middle. Patrick. And not much doing there. Going to bring up a 4th down.
Offensive coordinator Coach Adams, I like the call there. Your offense is struggling. You're deep in your own end zone. Haven't been able to muster much. Just get the ball into your best athlete's hands. Let them try to make a play up the middle. Patrick Smith did a nice job of just fighting back to get to the line of scrimmage. Widows will be punting out of the end zone. We've seen Ben McCauley a lot this evening. That's the senior Parkway Drive resident.
Lebo 0 for 4 on 3rd downs tonight. McCauley's kick is away, and it's a short one.
Cover that.
Taken by Boyd at the 36-yard line. You're going to take it all the way across the field to the left side where he has a lot of running room. Oh, boy, there he goes, being chased. Down inside the 10, inside the 5. And he will be into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow.
Freddie Lasota had outside contain on that. He actually did a really good job. Freddie was double teamed on that play. Problem was that we had really no one else coming down on that right side. Punt returner recognized that. They got the double team on Freddie, who slowed him down. But once he got beyond Freddie, there was just a lot of green space there. Used his athleticism from the 10 to dance around a little bit and then fight in to get in the corner of the end zone.
34-yard punt, but a 36-yard return to the house. And pending the extra point kick, 28-0 now, North Allegheny. And this will be the senior Nick Van Winkle on for the point after.
Special teams, we've had a few punt returns against us this season that have been game changers. I'm thinking of the Bethel Park game right before the half. They returned a punt for a touchdown against the Blue Devils as well. That's a tough one right there.
It is.
Wow. So it's 29-0 right now, and there is 10-14 left in the first quarter. If you're inquiring about when the mercy rule goes into effect, it does not apply in the first half.
Right.
That's a second half consideration. So it'll be regular clock for this whole first half, and hopefully the Blue Devils can get something going on offense this next series.
Lebo fans, JKS Financial, your trusted wealth management firm and proud supporter of Blue Devil football, has been recognized by Forbes as the best in the state, featuring top-tier financial security professionals. With over 55 years of combined experience, the JKS team is dedicated to securing your financial future. We join them in celebrating this great achievement. Visit www.jksfinancial.com to learn how they can guide you towards prosperity and peace of mind in all of your wealth management needs.
Of course, JKS Financial, owned and operated by Dan Jenkins, his wife Amy Jenkins, longtime Mount Lebanon residents. Great Mount Lebanon family. The Jenkins have been super supportive of all of Mount Lebanon athletics, and in particular, Blue Devil football. Dan Jenkins, of course, huge Pitt fan, Denny, as you know.
Oh, yes.
And many people may recognize that Jenkins name. Their oldest son, Eddie, was a standout quarterback for the Blue Devils under Coach Mike Melnick, and just a great all-around kid. Graduated in 2016 and played at Penn.
3-year starter here at Lebo. Good athlete. And, as you said, his younger brother Timmy on the squad right now. And these timeouts in between possessions are extra long tonight, folks, since it is on television as well. So give us a text and we'll give you a shout out. We'll give you the number once again, 412-720-1358. It's going to be Matt Wynn going deep for Lebo. His two up men are number 6, Jimmy Green, number 22, Nick Zundel. And it'll be the junior, Peter Natero, kicking it off for the Tigers.
Jimmy Green's had a really nice year at running back for the Blue Devils. When the Freddie Lasotas need a spell, I think Jimmy's done a great job running the ball for the Blue Devils. We may see more of Jimmy in the second half running the ball.
Returnable this time. Matt Wynn takes it to his own 5-yard line. Couple nice moves, still going. Going to try to turn it out to the right side. No. Met a couple Tigers right there. Went back, lost some yardage on the return, and let's see where they mark it. It's going to be somewhere around the 10-yard line. It looks like 45 Brody Thomas on the stop for North Allegheny, but wow, I think they're going to mark it around the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and again, right now, Matt Wynn, veteran player, you're going to see him try to do as much as he can to try to make a play. What you can't do is try to do too much. He did a nice job of starting up the left inside the numbers, how to block. That return at best was going to get to the 20, but I think Matt thought he could break it to the outside. That's tough to do with North Allegheny's speed and their general commitment to containment on all their special teams.
Going to mark it at the 9-yard line, 1st and 10, Mount Lebanon. Patrick Smith, running backs on each side. He's going to keep up the middle. Has a nice hole.
Yeah.
Going to get about 5 on the carry. That's Dylan Langdon on the stop, side linebacker for the Tigers.
Coach Adams, the first-year offensive coordinator for the Blue Devils, keeping the ball in Pat Smith's hands. That sounds like a good idea right now. He's really one of your best offensive athletes. Been tough getting anything going with Freddie Lasota. That quarterback keeper out of the shotgun, kind of a wildcat package, has probably been the best play they've had tonight to run.
5 yards on the pickup. 2nd down 5. Ball now at the 14-yard line. Good motion, 2 men to the left wing of the formation. Smith again going to keep. Going to go around the left side. Has a block. Nice block by Freddie Lasota. And he's going to be knocked down by Alu. Nice gainer, though. It's going to be enough for a Mount Lebanon 1st down.
Whether you're calling them tight ends or H-backs, they did a nice job of moving Joe Malone, number 82, and Grayson Beck, number 16, to that left side, short side of the field. They got hat on hat and really well-designed play by offensive coordinator Coach Adams for the Blue Devils, and really nice job by Pat Smith. Again, you see very physical runner. When he gets his shoulders squared up field, he's a handful.
Give him 10 yards on the carry. 1st and 10, Blue Devils at their own 24-yard line. Lasota is going to come in motion to the left side of formation. Looks like a little mix-up there as Smith tried to hand off to the fullback. Then he does stick it in there. That's Kambitsis on the carry. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and again, look, just think of that play right there. So you got Pat Smith, the sophomore, starting his first game tonight, to Chris Kambitsis, sophomore, who hasn't played a lot in the backfield this season yet.
And Grayson Beck into the game now, another sophomore.
Right. That play didn't look very clean.
Very young team on the field right now.
Got to be very patient with these Blue Devils right now.
2nd down 10. Ball on the 24. Lasota behind Smith. 2 wide receivers to the right. Beck tight to the left.
Nice fake pass.
Smith rolls right, walking, looking deep. Nobody open, so he's going to keep. Going to be close to a 1st down, right out to about the 34-yard line.
So
Lincoln Hoke on the stop for North Allegheny.
Really nice job by Patrick Smith there. Waited. We had 3 receivers in the route. They all were covered. Patrick did the right thing, waited as long as he could, then squared his shoulders up, got upfield, and got the 1st down. That's 2 big 1st downs through Patrick Smith's legs.
2 10-yard gains in a row by Smith. 1st down, 34-yard line. Heidenreich and Wynn split to the left. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. With Fred Lasota.
Yeah, it's Freddie. Again, we've talked
Brody
about
Thomas on the stop.
Co-captain Fred Lasota having a great season, leading the Blue Devils in rushing with over 417 yards, almost 6 yards a carry prior to this game. So tough as nails. Of course, his mom and dad, Doug and Dana, I know how proud they are. They've had a great family of athletes, and of course, Freddie related to Chip D'Alessandro. That's his uncle and Chip's nephew. So. Just simply not a lot of room for Freddie tonight.
Fred lost a yard on the play, and interestingly enough, North Allegheny has called a timeout here. Not sure what they need to talk about with a 29-0 lead here midway through the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I'm not certain either. Definitely the best drive of the night for our Blue Devils. That started deep in their own territory. They've gotten the ball all the way out to their own 33, which might not sound like much, but that's back-to-back 1st downs for the Blue Devils this drive, which is nice to see.
Well, speaking of Fred and his relatives, I'd like to give a little shout-out to Brad and Darlene. They're tuning in from Chagrin Falls, Ohio, and they're watching their nephew, Fred Lasota.
Oh, nice. Thanks for tuning in.
Great to hear.
I think it's pronounced Chagrin Falls.
Is it?
Yeah, only because I've got a roommate from Cleveland who I learned a lot about Cleveland neighborhoods from my 4 years of going to college with him.
Okay. Also, we have the Fitzgerald family watching from the couch. Thanks for tuning in, Fitzgeralds.
Couch is always a good spot.
And we have David and Linda Veitz of Toronto, Ontario, watching the Blue Devils.
Their son, Sean.
That's Sean's parents.
Great former Blue Devil player and great coach on this Blue Devil coaching staff, and a wonderful teacher as well in the school district. And Sean Veitz has a young daughter as well.
Oh.
Yeah. See them at Mass at St.
I was
Bernard's
going to say
bit.
the same thing. I saw a couple weeks ago now that you mentioned it. And it's still no gain. 3rd down, 11, ball on the 33-yard line.
If you've not been to Mount Lebanon recently, they've just, where the weight room is, they have some really cool Blue Devils signage, which looks really nice at night, looking up into the stadium. So nice job by John Grogan, the athletic director, in helping pull that off. Offsides.
Ben McCauley now in the game on offense. He was in the slot. That ball is batted down immediately by Alu, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 11 for the Blue Devils.
All right, best drive of the night for the Blue Devils. Got a couple first downs. Created a little bit of room with Pat Smith running the ball, both up the middle and on the sideline to the perimeter. Like some of the play designs I saw there. Just really having a tough time getting anyone open, Denny.
Yeah.
And just not seeing anyone really open.
But like you said, a good job bringing the ball from their own 4 all the way out to the 33. 2 10-yard runs by Patrick Smith. Boyd back to receive for the Tigers. He'll take it to his own 33-yard line. Going to try to take it outside to the right. He does turn the corner. Still going. And he'll get knocked out of bounds.
Got to hold the edge.
That's Matt Wynn out there along with Timmy Jenkins. So it'll be a 34-yard punt. And let's see where they spot it. Looks like you're going to put it to 45, so that is a 22-yard return for Kyron Boyd. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Mount Lebanon 45-yard line. 6:03 remaining first half, NA 29, Mount Lebanon nothing.
Yeah, and look, I think because Noah Schiraldi's out, you're seeing the versatility of Ezra Heidenreich, number 10, senior co-captain. He's moving to cornerback. Timmy Jenkins is now at middle safety. You got Matt Wynn at the other cornerback. So a little bit of adjustment by Coach Gambino given the injury to Schiraldi.
Flaherty back in at running back, the junior, in for Alu. He'll take the snap, or take the handoff, I should say, up the middle. And on the stop there, Quentin Garland on the play, but a nice gainer. He's going to get 6 or 7 on that.
My quick observation is the D-line actually is, from my view, is not doing too poorly. They're holding their own. They're sliding across. They're missing Beckham D filling that hole right now.
Big time.
You're just not seeing the middle linebackers come up and get in the hole and make the play. A lot of times there's not a lead blocker coming through there either.
Yeah, folks, Beckham out for the season. He's having surgery on his torn labrum next week. And off to Flaherty again. They're going to go reverse on it.
A lot of space.
And that's going to be Evan Lyon. And Freddie Lasota there with Timmy Jenkins going to force him out of bounds around the 30-yard line. But it's going to be enough for another Tiger first down.
Yeah, nice recovery by Freddie Lasota, number 4, senior co-captain, the outside linebacker. Got sucked in a little bit, then recovered enough to stop that. When he hit the handoff on the reverse, I thought that could be a touchdown. So great recovery by Freddie there.
Down to the 29-yard line of Mount Lebanon, 1st and 10.
Boy, Kushner looks so smooth, the quarterback.
Does.
Denny.
You can tell he's been there a while.
You can. Very
As
polished.
we've said, seems like he's been there forever. Whistles.
Going to call defensive offsides, lined up in the neutral zone. I can't tell who that was. It could have been number 23 who we called out earlier, having a nice season. That's Quentin Garland.
Now ball on a 24, 1st down and 5. Kushner with Flaherty in the backfield with him. That's Buggy in motion. He'll set up at the left wing. Flaherty tries to bounce it up the middle. Good hard runner. Broke a couple tackles. Not much yardage. Dominic Huff, along with Chris Kambitsis on the stop for Lebo.
So great instincts by Dominic Huff. We talked about needing to fill the hole. He did that on that play, made the initial contact, and then coming across the play was sophomore Kambitsis to clean it up. Nice job by the inside and outside linebackers there. I'm sorry, both inside linebackers. Kambitsis is at middle linebacker, as is Huff.
Give him a yard on the play. 2nd down 4 on the 23-yard line. Fake handoff to Flaherty. Kushner over the middle, wide open. Kyron Boyd, the all-star, grabs it, takes it in for another North Allegheny touchdown. Wow.
Yeah, look, if you're going to give Kushner time, it's a veteran quarterback, very capable. That's going to be a challenge for your D-backs. I could not tell Denny because I was watching the line there whether we were in zone or man coverage.
I couldn't get either. 23 yards on the touchdown.
Good snap.
Extra point by Van Winkle is good. 3:51 remaining, first half. North Allegheny Tigers, 36. Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, nothing.
I mean, at this point, still 3:51 left in the second quarter. I'd like to get something going offensively before we go in the half. I mean, this is 2 home games in a row where they've really struggled in the first half, putting anything together offensively. Now, look, Michael Malone, your senior co-captain, starting quarterback, out. We've talked about Connor Young, Beckham D also out, critical guys. You've got Tavak, starting center, out. Injuries are mounting. I know coach is not using that as an excuse, but there are 2 programs when you play them, you can't go in undermanned. No. And that's NA and that's Central.
5 of our guys out are 2-way starters on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. And the complexity of, again, Pat Smith, who I think has done a nice job at quarterback this evening, is he's also a starter on defense. So you take him out of the mix as well, and you're down another starter on defense too. So it's gut check time for these Blue Devils. Time for the senior captains who've got left. That's Freddie and Ez, who are fighting and playing all out to try to get something to happen here.
Well, with a break in the action, we'll take a moment to thank First National Bank for their continued support of Blue Devil football. Visit their newest branch right down on Cochran Road or fnb-online.com to learn more.
Yeah, I want to thank Rick Steiner, who's an executive at F&B. He's also vice president of Touchdown Club. Rick's donated a ton of time, effort, and energy to the football program and helping make Friday nights for everyone in our community so special. He kind of runs game day operations, him and Kevin DeLuca. So thank you, Rick, for all you do and for all F&B's done for several seasons for Mount Lebanon football. Denny, we saw an old friend before the game, Harrison Pittle,
yes.
Who used to run all of our broadcast operations. You might remember Harrison, incredible asset to these broadcasts Friday night, and just one of those outstanding Mount Lebanon kids who you knew was going to go on and do great things. He's in college, home on his break. It was good to see him.
Where is he at, do you know?
I'm blanking on where he's at.
Okay.
I have Syracuse in my mind, but I'm not totally certain.
Yeah, I knew for the 3 years he worked for our broadcast here, he was definitely looking to continue into some type of communications or broadcast career once he did get into college. Great to see him here tonight.
Yeah, and of course he's been replaced by Andrew Hartung. Everyone may remember Andrew's name because, of course, Andrew was helping Harrison last year, and then his brother William Hartung, outstanding middle linebacker for the Blue Devils, who's now at Sleepy Rock College. All right, here we go. 3:51 left in the second quarter.
Natero, deep kick. Mount Wynn will take it to his own 1-yard line. Try and come out, gets across the 15, and that'll be about it. Looks like he's going to be brought down around the 16-yard line. That's Orlando on the stop for NA, along with Joey Daluski.
All right, down 36-0. It's easy to put your head down. I just watched Grayson Beck on that kickoff just absolutely go after and block savagely an NA player with 2 big blocks. Love to see that from the sophomore. No quitting him. Sending a signal across to NA that Mount Lebanon's not quitting on this game. Down 36-0. Look, you can't take any of that for granted. It's tough going out there when everything's going against you. See what we're made of here.
1st and 10 17-yard line. Jimmy Green now in at running back behind Smith. He'll fake the handoff to him. Running for his life. Incomplete. Intended for Cam Bitsis on the right side. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. 3:36 remaining first half.
Yeah, Patrick Smith used all of his athleticism there to get away from the rushers and was able to get the ball out. Of course, Pat Smith's dad is Dr. Pat Smith, orthopedic surgeon with Dr. James Bradley's group. Pat's done a great job treating patients over the years, and many Mount Lebanon student athletes too.
Yep, he's over at UPMC St. Margaret's. Been there for a long time. Very successful surgeon.
You'll recognize that name also if you're a Lebo football fan. Pat's older brother, Jack Smith, was a standout on that 2021 state championship team at H-back. Ran the Wildcat, played tight end, and outstanding outside linebacker as well. He's at Harvard playing baseball.
Yep. Fake handoff. Smith's going to roll right again. Running for his life again, but he's got an opening. If he can break that tackle. And Alu's going to finally bring him down. But after he had a nifty little run with 3 or 4 broken tackles.
Yeah, Pat was on the verge of almost breaking that again. That's all on his athleticism. Nice job. No quit by Patrick Smith at all, down 36-0.
3rd down 8. Ball at the Lebo 20. Smith gets the play called. Comes into the huddle. And
we were mentioning the Smith family and great athletes. Don't want to leave out Pat's older sister, Patrice, who's at Columbia. Amazing track and field athlete there. Also, all those Smith kids, super bright, high achievers academically, too.
Smith looks confused, and the snap came to him. He got it, thank goodness. Rolling right. Picked off.
So first mistake Pat's made really all night.
Evan Lyon on the interception for North Allegheny.
Play was super clunky from the start, Denny. I don't think Pat looked like audibling out of the play, facing the sideline. The snap came back early, it looked like to me. Pat did a nice job at fielding the snap. And then again, just a sophomore trying to make a play, does a nice job of avoiding the rush. Probably should have just ate that one.
He looked to the sideline and made a signal, and it almost looked like he was asking if he should call timeout. Looked like he gave a timeout hand signal, and then next thing you know, the ball was in his gut, and he was looking at the sideline. Luckily, he made the catch, but maybe not luckily.
Yeah. Denny.
We go with a full house 3-man backfield. But Art Walker's going to call timeout here. Didn't like what he saw for some reason. I don't think he liked his own team's formation, or they weren't communicating well.
And I know for our home games, we've started a new tradition with the Coach Colodi halftime interview. But I think tonight, let's maybe call that one off tonight.
Okay, might be smart.
Yeah. So I'm going to get a hold of Ronan and we'll have him report from the sideline. But maybe we'll pass on the interview, give Coach a chance to get in the locker room a little earlier and regroup a little bit.
All right, we'll take this time to give another thank you. Thanks to Cindy McVary, Howard Hanna Real Estate, for her generous support of Blue Devil football. Visit cindymcvary.howardhanna.com for all your buying and home selling needs.
Yeah, Cindy McVary, another great supporter of Mount Lebanon athletics, and particularly Mount Lebanon Blue Devil football as well. Thank you, Cindy, for all your support.
So after tonight, looks like Mount Lebanon will go to 1-2 in the conference, with the only conference game left being the last game of the season at Cannon Mac. Tough task once again next week. We have Peters Township, who is undefeated and number 1 in 5A. And into the end zone for a touchdown, North Allegheny. That's going to make it 42-0 with the extra point yet to come. Wow. That was a one-play, 6-yard drive that ate up 7 seconds.
They've had a couple of one-play touchdown drives this night.
Yes, they have. All right, Van Winkle is on. Remains perfect on the night in his extra point. So they started the night with a 2-point conversion, and Van Winkle has kicked all the point afters since. 2:20 remaining, first half. NA 43, Lebo nothing.
Yeah.
Not much to say, Brian.
Yeah, no, but again, I think it's really, really important when just take a step back and take a deep breath. This is not indicative, this score or this game, of where this program is. Let's remember we have 4 wins, which at this phase of the season is more wins than last year's team had at this same juncture of the season.
Yep.
And I would also just state, if you go back to just one season ago, the real low point of that season was the Mount Lebanon NA game at North Allegheny. Mount Lebanon turned the ball over 5 times in that game in a really tough, close, tough loss. So, I think people close to the program knew this was going to be a tall task tonight, given the injuries, and we've mentioned that a lot, and don't mean to take anything away from NA, which is a super well-coached team, and we knew this was a powerhouse NA team coming in. It was going to be a tough matchup. We're going to need a lot of things to go right. Not much has gone right for the Blue Devils tonight so far. Boys just got to find a way to tighten the tin shop and finish it out.
Motero's kick go into the end zone. Mount Wynn was letting it go. It hit right at the goal line, so luckily bounced into the end zone. Mount Lebanon will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 2:20 remaining here in the half.
Yeah, at this point, I think if you're Mount Lebanon, you just really want to get into the locker room and regroup and kind of set some goals for the second half.
And as we mentioned earlier, folks, with NA up 43-0 over the 35-point max for the mercy clock to go into effect in this second half. So should be a pretty quick second half. Patrick Smith going to follow Fred Lesotho around the left side. Has
nice,
a little running
Patrick.
room, and he gets
Go.
by. First down. Nice
Go,
run.
Patrick.
Really good run. He's still going. Breaks 2 or 3
Great
tackles.
job.
And he'll be brought down. He crosses midfield. That's going to be a pickup of 32 yards on the play, folks.
Yeah, Coach Adams done a nice job with that play. They ran it earlier in the second quarter as well and picked up a first down. Ran it again there. Give the left side of the O-line, the H-back, the tight ends, a nice job of getting hat on hat. Ran it to the short side of the field. And there again, you see Patrick Smith's athleticism. Tough guy to bring down when he squares those shoulders up upfield.
Smith going to take it to the right side this time. Gets
Nice.
through again. Breaks 2, 3 tackles. And the fourth guy finally brings him down. But not until. Enough for another Mount Lebanon first down.
Yeah, back-to-back first down. That's the second drive all of tonight where we've had first downs in the same drive. Again, Mount Lebanon being led tonight on Patrick Smith's legs, just battling and fighting. Got to love the grit of the sophomore.
Well, just with 3 carries alone, I know he has over 60 yards. And that's not all the carries he has tonight, but he had the 2 10-yard gains.
Right.
Another 10 and then a 32-yard gain. And this was good for 15.
Yeah.
First and 10. Ball at the Tiger 36. That's Beckham Malone in motion. Whistles.
They were going to run that
Flag
same
before
play
the
again.
snap.
They were going to run that same play again.
Yeah, it
Patrick
looked like
Smith brought the tight ends over to the left side. Now this time the wide side of the field.
1:09 remaining in the half. Boy, it would be nice to get on the board here.
Oh, it would.
One time. It'll bring it back to the 41 now. First down and 15. Fisher coming in, calling a timeout. Who has this one, though?
Denny, good to see Jackson Kramer back in there. He was banged up earlier in the season, played through some injuries. I think he's healthier now. That's a critical position for the Blue Devils. Jackson's playing left tackle.
trying to figure out what the officials are calling here. Ball hasn't moved back or forward. Not sure why
Is
the
the
whistle.
issue with the time on the clock, Denny? On the game clock? Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah, 105. Added some time back. Generally, I say great. I'm happy they added time back. This is one game where I wouldn't mind the clock just running down. Good hard run by Freddie. Just not much space there. Wow, not much space.
Yep, and clock continues to run. I'd like to see him show a little urgency here.
Well, I saw Ben McCauley. Was Ben McCauley coming in there?
I think he's been in at a slot receiver a couple times.
Okay. I had to
for a
double
field
check.
goal.
I had to check whether it was fourth down or we're going to kick a
No.
53-yard field goal.
It's funny. I was watching him kick in pregame today, and standing there talking with Doug, his dad, watching him kick, and Doug was a little bit frustrated, saying, "I don't know. I wish he'd get out here earlier, take more kicks." He likes to get out here and take those reps with the receivers and the D-backs. I don't know why. We need him kicking.
That's funny. Yeah,
I know.
of course. Everyone wants to. Those specialists always want to play other positions. My son Timmy was a long snapper for Lebo. When he went to college, he wanted nothing to do with long snapping. Didn't even want the coaches to know he long snapped because he wanted to play wide receiver. We talked about Doug McCauley. He's one of my neighbors on Parkway Drive, one of the all-time great guys. A Mount Lebanon Blue Devil graduate. I think the class of perhaps '89. Kicked for Duquesne.
Yes.
Was on Coach Palco's coaching staff, but also I think coached several years on Central Catholic's coaching staff. One of 3 ex-Blue Devils on the coaching staff, including Kevin King and Sean Veit, who we mentioned earlier.
Second down, 13. Smith throws to left side, incomplete. Intended for Matt Wynn, overthrown. On the coverage was Dylan Langdon for North Allegheny.
Yeah, again, not much separation by the wide receivers. You're talking about pretty tight windows Pat's got to throw into. I'm
telling you, our best play is Pat Smith on the keeper.
Yeah.
3rd and 13. I'd go to it. We have.
Yeah, I'd like to see kind of a rollout left. That play earlier in the game, they got Joe Malone twice open.
Said he's going to roll right. Has protection. Looks, throws to the right sideline. Intended for Ezra. Is he in? They're going to call it incomplete.
No, they're going to call it incomplete. Nice to see Ezra targeted. Again, we talked about him having a big first half last week, both offensively and defensively. Just has not had much of a chance to get the ball this game or really for most of the season. But as one of the hardest workers on the team, of course, that's why he's captain. You'll remember his brother, Eli Heidenreich. And Denny, second half, let's save the Eli and Alex show for the second half. Got to talk about those two guys and how proud they're making Mount Lebanon at the Naval Academy this season.
You got it. Timmy Jenkins now in at wide receiver, split out to the left side. Smith drops
Nice
back,
block.
pressure coming, throw, incomplete. Intended for Jenkins, behind him a little bit. Nicholas Humphreys on the coverage for NA, and the ball is going to go over on downs. We have 37 seconds remaining in the half.
Again, small play, but give Freddie Lasota credit there. They blitzed the linebacker up the middle. Freddie stepped up and put helmet on helmet. Did a nice job of picking up that blitz so Pat could get the ball off. Again, just not a whole lot of separation with the wide receiver. It's a very talented North Allegheny defense, also very well coached. Let's see what NA does here, whether they take a knee or whether they look to try to score.
Got a shout out here to Fred and Babe Lasota. Hey guys, how you doing? They're down in Florida and they're watching Freddie, and that'll do it as Kushner takes a knee, and the clock's going to run out, ending this first half. Wow, North Allegheny 43, Mount Lebanon nothing.
Yeah, give Coach Walker credit there. Up 43-0. He did not try to run anything other than just take a quick knee and let the clock run out. Now, remarkably, I don't know what the officials are huddling for. Let's just get to the sideline. Or, excuse me, get to the locker room. And we're going to get ready, Denny, for Ronan Young, who's going to be broadcasting from the sideline.
Okay, one last shout out before we throw it down there. My good buddy Joe Perotti. He hung in there and watched this whole first half. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. We're going to go to Ronan Young, who's on the sidelines. He's just waiting for some people to clear, and Ronan, whenever you're ready, you can let it rip.
Hey everyone. So this has kind of been a rough game so far. 0-43 here. Not looking great for Mount Lebanon here, but we can look at the score all we want, but I think what Mount Lebanon needs to do is come out at the halftime and really power it to NA here. I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to win this game, unfortunately, but I think the least amount of things that we could do is winning the half. So I think if Mount Lebanon comes out and really packs it to NA and at least wins the half, I would be really impressed, and I think Mount Lebanon crowd would, obviously. But right now it just really isn't looking too good. It started to look better towards the end of the period there, or towards the end of the half there, with Patrick Smith running for I think 30 yards, maybe more. He's a great runner, everybody. But yeah, I think we just need to come out of the half and bounce back, get ready for next week, recuperate, readjust. Last time a score was down like this, the whole student section left, and I really hope that doesn't happen. It hurts the guys' self-esteem, to say the least, but I hope that doesn't happen, and I hope that we're able to bounce back. We will see everybody, and make sure you're cheering at them in front of your TV screens. It definitely helps. Thank you, guys.
Great job, Ronan. Appreciate it again. That's sophomore Ronan Young from the sideline. We decided to cancel unilaterally the Coach Colauti interview, give Coach time to get in that locker room. That was a tough half for everyone involved there. Denny, thoughts on the first half?
I think we got to think about getting out of here and working hard next week and start looking at Peters Township. I hate to say it, but we are so thin, so banged up, and our sophomores, give them credit. They're hanging as tough as they can, getting good experience for the next couple of years, but we're just outmanned tonight, period.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game next week, too, against Peters Township. They really stuck it to Upper St. Clair. That is a very good Peters program. Denny, I'm just thinking right here, I don't know that it's been a while since Mount Lebanon's ever lost to Peters Township, too.
I guess I remember when.
If it's ever happened. Yeah. I didn't know if one of those Mike Melnick seasons they might have lost to Peters at Peters.
I don't think so.
Okay. So the Indians from across the border, Peters Township, will be invading Mount Lebanon Stadium next week. Again, like I've said, deep breath, everyone. This is a 4-2 Mount Lebanon team, 1.3-0. They do have a really nice road win against Seneca Valley in 6A against 6A competition. This is just a tough matchup. So be interesting to see how the second half goes. Right now, the NA band is taking the field. We're going to, I think, let the band take over.
Yeah, we'll step aside here and let the band take over. You have the North Allegheny Tiger Marching Band out there now, followed by the Lebo Marching Band. But we will be back for the second half. Our score, NA 43, Lebo nothing.
Patrick and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Hollow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, dance on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good face. Lauren Catherine Manitou, Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas that were in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. Oh.
Is your band ready? The Butler High School Roll Competitive Band.
xylophones or whatever they are than there are horns and trumpets.
as Lucas Campbell. Brass captain is Sawyer Allegheny. Student leaders are Lucy Mullich, Trent Stewart, and Laura Toledo. Alexander Thompson, Isaac Lover, from Montreal Boys and WPIAL. Natalie Nunes, Carson Cheskowitz, Kate Moore, John Brown, Preston Morris, Josh Telemingo, Annabelle Thomas, Rick Davis, AJ Kutowski, and Ben Williams. Unlimited with the plan is under the direction of Jason Cheskowitz. Assistant directors are Ron Liberty, Brandon Higgins, and Stephanie Kennedy. Thank you for your kind attention.
And welcome back here to Mount Lebanon Stadium. Our halftime score, North Allegheny 43, Mount Lebanon nothing. Let's go over some first half stats, and they're not very pretty. First of all, 43-0 North Allegheny. First downs, believe it or not, are only 8-5 North Allegheny because they didn't need many first downs. They were going for touchdowns on first down. Rushing yards, NA 125, Lebo 63. Passing yards, NA 118, Mount Lebanon only 20. So total yards, 243 for North Allegheny, 83 for Mount Lebanon. Individual stats, Pat Smith, who came on good there late in the second quarter, rushing 12 yards 12 carries for 86 yards, leading Lebo in that category. Passing, however, only 2 for 10 and 1 interception for 20 yards. For North Allegheny, Logan Kushner, 6 of 7 for 118 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Rushing, Tyree Alualu, 3 carries, 72 yards. Liam Flaherty, 6 carries, 27 yards. Receiving, Kyron Boyd, 3 catches for 52 yards, 2 touchdowns. Daniel Sellers, 1 catch for 31 yards, and Tyree Alualu, 1 catch for 25 yards and a touchdown. And going to kick it off here to start the second half for NA, Peter Notaro. Nice high kick. And that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And with the score 43-0, that means we will have the mercy clock here in the second half, where the clock won't stop on out-of-bounds plays. It will only stop on time of possession, on turnover of possessions, as well as scores.
Well, here we go, Denny. Coach, tough order for Coach at halftime in terms of trying to rally the troops down 43-0 and undermanned in this game. Come out, Pat Smith, the sophomore, number 14. He remains as the quarterback. He had a great first half running the ball. Looks strong. I think we'll see a heavy dose of Pat running the ball in this second half.
He'll hand it off on first down, though. Up the middle. Not a bad run.
Yeah, nice job. It looked like that was senior number 4, co-captain Freddie Lasota.
Nate Orlando on the stop for the Tigers. And we'll pick up 3 on the play, bring it up second down 7.
Most of the offense this evening for the Blue Devils has been out of the shotgun or wildcat formations. We've not seen Pat under center very frequently tonight. Maybe less than 5 plays total.
Motion, so we'll have 2 wideouts and 2 wingbacks. And Smith will keep up the middle, nothing doing there. He bounces off a tackler.
Nice job.
But be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there. Brody Thomas on the stop for North Allegheny.
Yeah, it's been a common theme tonight in terms of NA linemen, down linemen in the backfield. Tough to get anything going when they're making that level of penetration. Offensively, it'll be third down and a long 8 for the Blue Devils.
Be interesting to see if North Allegheny takes all their starters off on offense.
Right, Denny. My suspicion is if they don't on the first drive, they will shortly thereafter.
Third down 9. Smith drops back. He has him coming hard after him. A little screen to Lasota up the middle. Nice play. I think he will get a first down. Just crossed the 30. Kyle Langdon on the stop for the Tigers. And no market at 31, so first down Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, really well-designed play by Coach Adams, the offensive coordinator for the Blue Devils, coming out of the half and picking up a big first down. Pat Smith did a nice job of enticing the rushers to come in and then getting the ball over their head. Freddie did a nice job of catching the ball, turning, and getting upfield. That'll be offsides on NIA, another 5 yards for the Blue Devils.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah.
How about starting the second half out with a long scoring drive? That would be great. Mark it out to the 36. It'll bring first down and 5. Ezra Heidenreich wide to the right. You got Matt Wynn wide left. Smith's going to run to the right. Cuts it up in there. First down yardage and more. Nice run. That could put him over 100 yards for the night.
Boy, nice job. I thought Pat was going to break that out to the outside. He got right before the hash, stuck his right foot in the turf, turned his shoulders upfield, and we talked about he's a handful when he squares those shoulders up. Big, strong runner.
Brady Meyer was on the stop, but he'll carry it all the way to the NA 42-yard line, first and 10.
Pat Smith, also a standout track and field star in the spring for Mount Lebanon's track team, and also plays basketball for Coach Joe David and the varsity Mount Lebanon Blue Devils.
And that did indeed put him over 100 yards rushing on the night. And he'll take it right side again, being chased, and he's going to lose 3 on this one. Didn't really have a chance from the get-go in that play.
Yeah, not a lot out on the perimeter there. NA did a nice job of stringing that play out.
Hartung on the stop. He will lose 3 on the play, back to the 45, second down 13.
It's interesting hearing the word Hartung and not having to be a Blue Devil player, for sure, yeah. Will, an outstanding middle linebacker for the Blue Devils, graduated in the class of 2023. You might remember that 2021 football season. That's the state championship season for the Blue Devils. Will Hartung was the starting linebacker and leading tackler until he blew out his knee, and I believe it was the NA game where he blew out his knee. Did not play the rest of that season. Came back and had a great senior year for the Blue Devils.
I believe he's playing at Slippery Rock. Is that correct?
He is. That's correct. Yeah, he's up at Slippery Rock.
Pat tries to take it up the middle, nothing doing, trying to find a hole, maybe a yard at the most. Joey Daluski of the North Allegheny Tigers on the tackle.
So you think of Mount Lebanon and North Allegheny, you usually think of football, but let's talk about baseball. This was the matchup in the WPIAL 6A baseball championship game at Washington Wild Things Stadium, where we saw David Shields, last year's starting quarterback for the Blue Devils, throw a no-hitter. Of course, David Shields, remarkably as a freshman, full scholarship ride to University of Miami, had an outstanding season last year for the Blue Devils in football as a quarterback, gunslinging left-hander, and then just an extraordinary baseball season, leading the Blue Devils all the way to a state final showing.
Yep. Back-to-back WPIAL champs. Throw to the left side. Beck on the reception. There's a flag on the play. Nelson Branch was on the coverage for the Tigers, but let's see what the flag is, and it looks like they're pointing at Mount Lebanon. Illegal receiver downfield.
Did not see that one.
It looks like they're going to decline.
Grayson Beck on the reception right there. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a loss of down on an illegal receiver downfield. 4th down and 12. McCauley on. Now they're going to switch it up. Boyd, who has been returning the punts all night, they're going to put in Nicholas Varlata. No, I'm sorry. Look like number 2. It looks like it's 21. Corey Pitts deep to receive. Ball on the 42-yard line of North Allegheny. McCauley's kick is away. He's going for the corner, but oh my goodness. Cut the corner a little too sharp. Let's see where the officials mark this. And he's coming all the way up past the 20, past the 25, to the 30. Oh my. 12-yard punt. Got a little aggressive on the angle there.
Denny, as a former kicker, what'd you see there with Ben?
I just kind of shanked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was going for the left coffin corner inside the 10. Unfortunately, he didn't get it inside the 30.
It looked like his dad, Doug, who we've talked about as a special teams coach, had some encouraging words for Ben as he headed to the sideline.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
No, timeout. What could this be? Coleman Kraft, now in a quarterback for North Allegheny, in for the starter Logan Kushner. Logan Kushner's numbers on the night, he goes out 6 of 7 for 118 yards passing, 3 touchdowns on the night, no interceptions. Night at the office for Logan Kushner, one of the top quarterbacks here in the WPIAL.
You know, if you told me before the game, though, that Kushner would only complete 6 passes and throw for less than 130 yards, I'd say, wow.
You had a chance, maybe.
He might have won that game. But little did we know how things would turn out this evening.
Too many 1, 2, 3 play drives.
Yeah. Denny, we talked about it. We touched on it a little bit in the first half. We talked about Ezra Heidenreich, number 10, co-captain, having a great season both at safety and wide receiver, battling hard tonight. His brother, Ezra Heidenreich, all-state wide receiver, having an absolutely, I'm sorry, I meant Eli Heidenreich, of course, having an absolutely outstanding sophomore campaign for the midshipmen, both him and Alex Teska at running back. Number
Absolutely.
22, Eli for the midshipmen, and number 46, Alex. Really proud of how those guys are battling for the midshipmen.
Yeah, Alex, even though he started the season second team, he's getting the majority of the snaps there in running back. He had 13 carries for 81 yards last week.
Yeah, and Eli, big touchdown reception last week as well.
Yeah.
Ran a great route, wide open. And they both have delivered some big plays for the midshipmen. It's been super fun for this community, particularly those who have been involved with Mount Lebanon football over the years, watching those guys competing at such a high level and executing so well. Of course, just proud of the young men that both those guys are representing our country at the Naval Academy, too.
Great stuff. And North Allegheny now with mostly subs in the game. This is Orlando, the sophomore, carrying. Boy, he shot through that hole. And he's going to be close to a first down. I thought he was bottled up back around the 35-yard line. He's going to be just shy of the 40, going to be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah. You got Freddie Lasota still in there, senior. You got Ez Heinrich still in there, senior. You just wonder how much longer you're going to have those guys playing in this game before you start Mount Lebanon starts substituting in its second and third teamers as well.
Yeah, no sense getting anybody hurt in this situation. 3rd and 1. That's Orlando, takes the handoff. He'll get through for the first down. Running clock, 3:30 remaining, 3rd quarter. North Allegheny at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10. As we mentioned, this is Coleman Kraft, a junior, now in a quarterback. Was in at wide receiver earlier. Has a touchdown on the night. Logan Kushner, senior quarterback, thus far getting just Division II offers for next year.
But it just shows you how hard it is to get a Division I offer as a quarterback.
Sure does.
Kushner, an outstanding, productive 6A player for many years at one of the great programs.
I know.
And can't get anything close to a D1 look. You look at Joey Daniels, all-state quarterback for Mount Lebanon, really one of Mount Lebanon's all-time great quarterbacks. Incredibly productive for all 3 years of his career as a starter for the Blue Devils. Won a lot of games, won a lot of big games, prolific arm. And it's tough for him as well, although, he's going to have a great career at University of Dayton for the Flyers.
Nice run by Orlando in that last play. He gets 9, 2nd and 1.
Oh, yes.
He completes it. Interception. Ezra Heinrich. Could he get by? No, he gets pushed out of bounds there by Kraft, but a sign of life for the Blue Devils. Ezra Heinrich on the pick.
Yeah, that's senior leadership right there. 2nd week in a row, Ezra Heinrich picks off a pass. Number 10, the senior, takes it down the left sideline. Ez in the right place, showing his athleticism and burst of speed to return that ball all the way to the 35 for the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils will have the ball 35-yard line of North Allegheny, 1st and 10. Clock still running. As we said, we have the mercy rule clock in effect. It's down to 1:40 here in the 3rd quarter.
I think I'd max protect on this play, and I'd take a shot downfield.
Why
I've
not?
Done that all night. Or maybe they've tried and just not been able to get the matchup they wanted.
Kicker, punter Ben McCauley, now in a wide receiver. He split out to the right. Smith, hands off. Jimmy Green takes it off the right side. He'll get about 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, nice job by the right side of that offensive line. That includes number 70. We've talked about him already, the junior Lucas Bavino. Also blocking over there was Jaden Sutherland as well. He's a sophomore.
Timmy Jenkins back in, wide receiver to the right side. Fakes the handoff to Green, rolling right.
Oh,
just gets it away. He's getting pressured hard there by Brody Thomas. Pass will go incomplete down the right side. That was intended for Grayson Beck.
And again, just for those who tuned in, if you just saw that incompletion, I'm wondering why the clock is still running. The mercy roll is in effect. That clock will continue to run on incompletions.
In fact, may not get off another play in this 3rd quarter. We're down to 10 seconds. And I doubt we will because Lebo's still in the huddle. Have not lined up yet.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for the third quarter. Our score remains North Allegheny 43, Mount Lebanon nothing.
Look, good third quarter right there for the Blue Devils. We held serve.
There you go. Big thanks here to Jack Kazora, our spotter and stat man, helping out here in the booth tonight. Always a pleasure to have him, and does a great job for us, providing all the numbers that we are sharing with you tonight.
Does outstanding job as always by Jack, the ultimate professional. Grateful for all his support. Also,
everyone, so Mount Lebanon's still down here 43-0. We're looking to come back, at least get a touchdown, win the half, which is all you can really do in this situation here. Going into the fourth quarter, Mount Lebanon has not allowed any points. They just came off a huge interception, so hopefully they can go down here and score a huge touchdown. Just keep crossing your fingers, hope for a touchdown. I'm really just hoping that we win the half. That would be huge for Mount Lebanon, huge for their confidence, etc. So let's go, Lebo. Let's see if we can get a touchdown, and I'll talk to you guys after the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Ronan. That's sophomore sideline reporter Ronan Young. Again, just want to thank the Mount Lebanon Touchdown Club for donating the 50-50 raffle proceeds to Outreach Teen and Family Services, a 501c3 organization. Their executive director is Mount Lebanon resident Mary Burks. Many people may remember Mary as a longtime board member at Mount Lebanon as well. She was on the school board when the new high school was getting built and did a great job. Always been an incredibly persuasive leader and a good advocate for Mount Lebanon students. She's doing a great job as the executive director of the Outreach Teen and Family Services in Mount Lebanon. I know they're grateful for the contribution this evening from the Mount Lebanon football team. That 50-50 donation is also being matched by an anonymous donor to Outreach Teen and Family Services as well. Denny, as we look ahead, the Blue Devils have Peters Township at home, then they finish on the road at Baldwin. That's definitely a game you look at preseason, you think that Baldwin should be a win.
Although they were beating Cannon Mac at halftime tonight.
Whoa.
Yes. Although that means nothing in the standings because Baldwin's 5A.
Right.
But yeah, I was hearing some halftime scores at halftime, and that was a very surprising one.
Wow, I'd like to get an update on that score. That is really surprising.
See if I can get one, and Jack's going to see if he can get it too.
The Fighting Highlanders. So the remainder of this season for the Blue Devils, let's set the table, is they'll finish here against North Allegheny. They'll play home next week against Peters Township. Then they'll go on the road for their final two games. They'll play Baldwin, which is 5A, non-conference game, and they'll finish 6A conference final against Cannon Mac at Cannon McMillan. That game don't necessarily have playoff implications other than who gets to play Central.
Right.
The loser of that game will play Central Catholic.
Right.
And that's why we were focusing early in the broadcast about the importance of that win 2 weeks ago at Seneca Valley. Blue Devils did a great job going on the road all the way up there and hammering out a win.
And only bright spot on the end of third quarter stat sheet I just received was leading rusher tonight is Patrick Smith. 16 carries, 109 yards.
Wow. Great job by Pat running the ball at QB. He's run really hard. Shown a lot of toughness, too.
And we're about to start the fourth quarter. Ball is on the 32-yard line. Third down and about 7.
North Allegheny remaining in their standard base defense, so that's 4 down linemen. They deploy 3 linebackers and 4 defensive backs. I take that back. They're in a 4-4-3. So they've moved out of their base.
Smith keeps off the left side. Has some room. Pat. And he's close to first down. Looks like he will get it. Boy, what a strong runner. He's broke quite a few tackles tonight.
Very shifty run by Pat Smith right there. And here we go. Score in from Cannon McMillan. They look to be in the fourth quarter, starting the fourth quarter, and it's the Big Macs who have pulled ahead of Baldwin 17-14. So interesting matchup on the road there. So nice job of Pat Smith running to the left side of the line. Picked up some key blocks there, including a block by Jackson Kramer, number 74, left tackle.
1st and 10, ball on the Tiger 25-yard line. Hard run.
Another interesting score coming in. It's the Moon Tigers went out to Peters Township, Washington County, to take on the Indians at Peters Township. The score there, Peters Township 19, Moon 7. And wow, this, a real shocker so far in the fourth quarter. Make certain you're sitting down as we give you this score. Pine Richland 26, Central Catholic 16. Wow, Central
That's
down
hard to
10
believe.
points in the fourth quarter against Pine. Really hard to believe.
Wonder if there's injuries.
You wonder.
Fred Lasota.
Good hard running by Freddie there
Yeah.
in the middle.
Be about a yard short of the first down, but because North Allegheny played Pine Richland last week in a non-conference game, beat them 45-10.
I saw that, yeah.
So that is a very interesting score.
It is.
Wow.
Pat Smith takes the call from the sideline, runs in. We're under 10 minutes here in the fourth quarter with Mount Lebanon trailing the Tigers of North Allegheny by 43.
3rd down 2. Ball on 17. Handoff. Jimmy Green going to get tripped up in the backfield.
It's going to be
That's
close.
James Harrison, son of ex-Steeler James Harrison.
Wow, what year is he?
Sophomore.
Wow, that's a name you're not going to forget easily, is it?
No. So they are just shy, 4th and inches here. Blue Devils going to go for it. Running clock, 9:20 remaining in the game.
See if they put Pat Smith under center and just sneak it.
Should. I mean, hasn't had trouble getting yards, that's for sure. Bringing in Marco Alandetti into the middle to help
nice
block.
hole.
Oh, and Jimmy Green.
Nice
He's going to
job.
take it in for the first Mount Lebanon touchdown of the night. Jimmy Green.
Great job. Jackson Kramer, big block on that on the right side, and then really big block also by number 4, senior co-captain Freddie Lasota, kicked out the last person holding perimeter on that. Did a nice job. You could see that hole from a mile away. And nice job by the junior Jimmy Green, second leading rusher on the team, came into the game with almost 100 yards rushing, and looked really good on that run.
16 yards on that run. Ben McCauley on for the point after. Lebo's first points of the night. And he sends it right down the middle. Kick is good. 8:57 remaining in this game. NA 43, Lebo 7.
Yeah, good looking drive by the Blue Devils there, led by quarterback Pat Smith, and then Jimmy Green finishing off on a 4th and 1. They run a dive. Looked like...
I think everybody thought Smith was going to keep it.
Yeah, as did I. Nice call by offensive coordinator Adams. They hit the C-gap. Freddie Lasota, big kick-out block. Jackson Kramer, down block. No middle linebacker at the second level or safety, and Jimmy Green takes it to the house for Mount Lebanon's first score. Good to see. Looks like Coach Colodey's having some trouble with his headset on the sideline.
Well, even with the mercy clock, the only time it does stop is on scores. So we are stopped at 8:57 right now. And with this game, as we mentioned earlier, being on channel 22, thus the long timeouts after scores as they're running through their commercial breaks.
Denny, how's the hip holding up tonight?
Good.
Yeah.
Did fine. Yep.
So great having you back.
Thanks. Great to be back.
We missed you. Although yeoman's work done by Chris Long.
Oh, yes.
Who has proven to be a capable fill-in, and as well as Keith Sala, too. Keith's son, Ev, by the way, is a freshman, having an outstanding and Eli Heidenreich 2021 type season at the JV level.
Really? What year is he?
In terms of just a freshman, wide receiver, and defensive back, has really been a standout. For
What's
the
his
Blue
first
Devils
name?
Evan.
Evan
Sala.
Long.
No, Evan Sala.
Oh, Evan
This is,
Sala.
Keith Sala's son, yeah. Really dynamic player. Evan's older brother, Nathan, one of 3 2023 Blue Devils up at John Carroll. There's Nathan Sala, there's Anthony Petrogallo at cornerback, and then there's Michael Beardsdorf.
Nice.
Yeah. And if you remember the game from last season, Alex Javonin, who was injured, really hobbled on one leg, threw a deep touchdown pass, probably about a 45-yard pass on one leg to Michael Beardsdorf running down the center of the field. Michael one-handed touchdown catch, one of the highlights of last season. Of course, that game had very few highlights for the Blue Devils, but that was certainly one of them. Alex Javonin, his twin brother Michael, is at Case Western. Alex, quarterback up at Mercyhurst College.
Did not know that.
Football. Yeah, Alex is at Mercyhurst.
Macaulay's kick is away. Going to be taken around the 12-yard line. This is Corey Pitts, sophomore on the return.
Tackle there by Grayson Beck. He's been all over the field tonight. Give him a lot of credit, both offensively and defensively, and now in special teams. Nice play.
Going to be a good player for the Blue Devils.
For sure. Look for him to be a leader in future seasons.
And North Allegheny just breaking their sideline huddle, coming out to take a formation. Running clock, as we said, 8 minutes remaining here in the game. North Allegheny with all subs in there now. And it's going to be a keeper. And we have another new quarterback in, I believe.
So Grayson Beck set the edge, held the edge. Nice job there, and then finished off on the play by number 78. That's James Halter. He's a freshman, 6'4". Nice job of coming down the line and finishing off that play by James Halter.
And that was number 36, sophomore Cameron Kushner on the carry.
Does that mean there's another Kushner at NA? Another Kushner. Oh boy.
I'm guessing, yeah. Threw me off because not many quarterbacks are number 36.
Nice job by the Mount Lebanon defense there. Gang of Blue Devils come up.
Ball carrier there was Eli Janowiak, sophomore.
On the tackle there was Quentin Garland, junior. He's played defensive end. He's been in there the whole game tonight. Did a nice job of making that tackle on that play.
3rd and 5, NA from their own 30-yard line now. So yes, 36 at quarterback, Cameron Kushner. Handoff. Looks like he'll be just short of a first down. Depends on the spot.
They're going to mark it short. Nice job by the Blue Devil defense.
Miles Peeler was running back on that play for North Allegheny. It'll be 4th down and 1. See what they choose to do.
You don't see... I'm not surprised they'll just go for it here. With their second teamers in. We mentioned James Halter. His older brother Owen was a standout defensive and offensive lineman for that 2021 state championship team. He's now at Middlebury, playing football and lacrosse, I think. And nice tackle.
And Middlebury actually won last week against Bowdoin, as our former linebacker from that championship team, Tommy Boehner, plays for Bowdoin.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Tommy, another outstanding player. You could just go down the list on that 2021 team. So many great players from that squad.
Sure can.
Cooper Austin at Yale, a freshman at Yale.
First and 10. Kushner, hands off. That's Peeler. Strong grinding run. He's going to get about 5, maybe 6 on the play. You're going to give him 5.
Also in the game now is Mickey Murphy, number 71. He is a sophomore. You may remember Mickey's older brother Jack started on the defensive line last year for the Blue Devils. Jack is at University of Central Florida, and if not mistaken, I think I may have seen Jack on the sideline tonight. I don't know if he's home for fall break. I thought I saw him. Blue Devils still in their base defense, 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 3 defensive backs. They've pretty much rotated out all of their starters. We're talking about second and third teamers in there at the moment.
Kushner, nice run. First down, Moore breaks
trouble.
1, 2, 3 tackles. Still going.
Good tackle.
Finally, dragged down from behind. That was Vince Musial on the tackle.
Nice cutback run by Kushner. Clock continues to run. We're now under 4 minutes of this fourth quarter. We've been in running clock the entire second half. Out comes Mickey Murphy. In comes number 51 for the Blue Devils. That's Jacob Collin.
Number 84, Dylan Barney, now in at cornerback. Trying to get everybody in here tonight. Oh, good run. Once again, that is Miles Peeler, junior running back.
Denny, you talk about tough games against NA. I don't know if you remember the 2018 season, regular season game at Seth Morgan's senior year. Mount Lebanon plays a very tough NA team, and there's a massive torrential downstorm with thunder. We actually are broadcasting on the other side. We have to stop broadcasting. The game gets delayed for almost 2 hours, and then they resume the game kind of around 10:30 at night. That was a tough one.
Nobody here?
Yeah, literally no one here.
Kushner takes it around the right side.
Cannot believe they did not call holding on that play. Wow.
Henry Adams comes up to make the stop for the Blue Devils.
Of course, North Allegheny, no hurry to get their plays off here. They'll just chew as much clock as they can.
Yeah, Kushner has been letting the play clock run down inside 5 before he takes a snap.
One question I would ask is, just given how banged up Mount Lebanon is, you look at how many kids on the sideline not in pads, I'm curious whether they're going to play the JV game tomorrow.
Good question.
Just because you're getting really a lot of JV players in right
there
now.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if they'll talk after the game and discuss that.
Good call. Nice run.
Yeah.
That's Peeler once again.
Very physical run. Tackled on the play by number 33 for the Blue Devils. That is Maxton Sigel. Nice tackle by Maxton. Maxton also, I think, a freshman.
Yes.
I'm looking at the sideline. Is that Noah Schiraldi who's in a sling walking down? I think that may
please
be.
no.
Yeah, that's another starter like lost to injury. Now under a minute left in this game.
Possibly the last play, depending on when they start the play clock. This is Eli Janowiak, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Well, Janowiak would be one of the all-time great Pittsburgh names.
When you have a last name like Postufka, all other pronunciations are easy.
That's right, Denny.
And game clock is 1 second behind play clock, but looks like the teams are going to line it up anyway to march across the field and say congratulations and good game.
That's the right thing to do right there.
Yes.
All right, Denny, that was a tough one. We knew that was going to be, it was going to be a tough one heading into it with the injury situation. And NA was very well prepared for this game, and they played very well.
Can you guys hear me up there?
We can, Ronan. Go ahead.
No?
Yes.
All right, everyone. So, unfortunately, that is a 43-7 loss for Mount Lebanon here tonight. But I think the story that we all need to keep our eyes on is Mount Lebanon did win the half, which is, huge for them going into next week. And, you can look at the final score and say 43-7, blah, 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 blah. But the reality is, we won the half, so we'll take that going into next week. I'm excited, and let's see what Mount Lebanon can do, 7-43 isn't a good loss. And I'm hoping that they find a way to bounce back. I think Coach Colodi is going to, have a pretty hard practices, or have a few hard practices this week here. But, I think the reality is we need to go hard, we need to go 110%, So Ezra Heidenreich did have a good game.
Heidenreich.
So, yeah, we'll see how Mount Lebanon bounce back, and I'll see you guys here same time next week. Thank you, guys.
All right, that's sideline reporter, sophomore Ronan Young. Thank you, Ronan, from the sideline. Denny, your thoughts?
Let's get out of here, put this one behind us, and look forward to Peters Township.
All right, as we talked about, the Blue Devils will return to Mount Lebanon Stadium next Friday at 7 o'clock to play Peters Township. Thereafter, they'll go on the road for their final 2 games. They'll play the Fighting Highlanders at Baldwin and finish the season on the road in Washington County against the Big Macs of Cannon McMillan. Mount Lebanon falls to 4-3, 2 losses in a row, tough games against Upper St. Clair and now North Allegheny. However, we talked about it earlier, the huge win 2 weeks ago against Seneca Valley has pretty much assured Mount Lebanon a playoff spot in 6A, which is a great start in Coach Colodi's first season as the head coach of Mount Lebanon Blue Devil football. I'm confident that he will get this straightened out, and we got to get people healthy.
We certainly do. So, I'd like to thank Jack Kazura, our spotter and statistician, Ronan Young, our sideline reporter, Brian Walters, my partner, and this is Denny Postufka saying so long from Mount Lebanon High School Stadium. Our final score, North Allegheny 43, Mount Lebanon 7. Good night, everyone.
Fight on, Lebo.
That wasn't the final, was it? Still. Unless they played all subs, I don't know. Oh, man.
Yes.
That was well done.